really good when it's good. Hello, how you doing, son? Love you. Everybody else, Internet, Priest Lake, how you guys doing? So got a kind of strange thing in mind for the video tonight. I have a Q&A, and then I'm gonna talk a little bit about what I kind of want to do coming up. The Q&A I put out on my social medias to get questions, things people wanted to know. And beyond my belief, I got questions. Like, I didn't expect actually anyone. I thought I was just going to have to make up some stuff for this video, but I got a bunch of questions. So we're going to answer them tonight. I'm going to have me answer them. So let's get into the questions. Okay, I've arranged these so that I got the light ones here and the heavy ones at the end. They'll start kind of low and easy to answer, kind of more upbeat and fun. And not that the later ones aren't upbeat or anything, it's just they're more complex. So, first one, well, me. Hi, me. What's your biggest pet peeve? Wow. I have a lot of them. A lot of them. Words, being late, food, sleeping, feelings, being sick, racism, fingernails, dirty dishes, loading bars, stickers on new dishes. You know, those stickers on the back? Oh, hate those. Cutting the tip of my thumb off, that kind of sucked. You know, that was a pain. Ooh, the biggest pet peeve I have is people with wealth and influence sit around and do nothing with their said wealth and influence. Yeah, I know, right? Next question. Describe your best day. My best day is having my son, going over to my friend's house with all their kids, and just hanging out, chilling, without worries. I don't need much. Next! Hear you, man. Next question is, what is your favorite state? My favorite state. Well, I've lived in 5: Idaho, Washington, California, Arizona. Guess I lived in Nevada for a second. But I guess I only lived in 4 states, really. Let's go. What's your favorite state? Those are the ones I have to go off of. Washington has a mix of all the seasons. Idaho does too, where I live in the Panhandle, but I mean, that's might as well be Washington, which it was. Yeah. Oh, or California. California was so nice and fun and sunny, and I mean, when it did rain, it was good rain. California or Washington, one of the two. I don't know. I think I would have gone with Arizona, but it's just me. Next! What is your favorite video game? Final Fantasy VII. Yes, I know. Next! Got a few of my eating habit questions. Yay! My salsa preference. What is my salsa preference? Well, homemade would be my preferred. No corn. Or paste picante. Mild, because that's sold in the big jugs. But my favorite is paste picante hot. Has a right flavor to heat ratio. Next on that line is how many burritos do I eat in one sitting? So I learned a long time ago when I was homeless to eat a steady amount. And well, when you are homeless, you're not guaranteed a meal every day. So when I did get food, I would keep it and eat once a day. That habit has transferred over into my life. And I eat 4 burritos in one sitting, right around in between 5 and 8 o'clock at night, and 2 cups of paste salsa or homemade salsa. 2 cups of salsa on top of the burritos. And there's the salsa consumption question. That's my dinner. Has been for about 4 years, 5 years now. And you know, I'm not healthy, but I'm not dying. So next, the last of the lighter ones is do I miss hills? That takes a little bit of an explanation. I miss all of my jobs. Every job I've ever had has taught me something about the industry it was in, and I learn from that, and I take that to the next place. I've been cultivating my knowledge for a good few years, and a small base of understanding for just about anything. So yeah, I miss hills. I miss all my jobs, even the ones I've been fired from, which has been a couple, but I miss them all. They all taught me something. It was good for me, in one way or another. Next! Alright, now we're going to get into some a little more deep. Next question. What is it like being a dad? I know, right? Big heavy one. This is what it's like being a dad. These are just some of my experiences. I love being a dad when I am able to. Can you look at me, Wyatt? Wyatt? Hi. Are you using my shirt like a blanket? Good boy. Good boy at being soft. Yeah. You wiping your nose on him. Hey. You can't bite it. Are you throwing a tantrum? I wish I was able to be around him more. What are you doing in my shirt? Yeah. You know that's not your blanket, right? Your blanket's over there. Love him very much, and I just want the best for him. Where's the Wyatt? And that's gonna be forever. So. Oh, I'm ruining it? Okay, I'm out here. I'm gonna try. Do my damnedest. Make a better world for him. You best believe it. Next! Now this is gonna run along the same lines, but why did I start YouTube? I started YouTube. My son was why I started. I wanted an archive for my son to be able to see me and playing video games or ranting or whatever he wanted. He could pick. Didn't even have to have the same me all the time. But an archive for my son to be able to see anytime he wanted. If he ever wanted to be able to see me and I was not available because Priest Lake doesn't have the best reception and whatnot. But if I was ever not available, he'd have a way to see me. And he'd know I'd love him. It's all for him. And then I saw that people were subscribing, and way more than I was telling about my channel. I have never had popularity at all, so I was not, I've never been gunning for that. So people were finding my channel outside of me talking, and they were subscribing, and that blew me away. And well, I thought to myself, maybe I just have an archive for whoever wants to see me. I mean, that's still okay. My son's the important one, but everyone is okay to be a friend. And like, I want everyone that's here to be a friend. It's the thing I want. So I started doing what I'm doing, and I'm gonna keep going. I'm finding editing getting more fun. I'm learning new techniques and new ways of doing things. Having more ideas. It's really opening my creativity. So I will continue to do YouTube. If I ever get to a position where I can do good, do real good, I will move mountains, and it'll be with your help, because I'm just one person. It takes a whole community to make change happen. So come help. I need all of it. Next. And the next one. What is your dream job? That's deep. I've had a lot of those. When I was a child, very young, after playing Mega Man, the very first one, I wanted to be a game designer. I wanted to be the guy that made those games. I had so much fun and frustration in that. I mean, if you ever played Mega Man 1, that was a frustrating game. You don't mess with Cutman, okay? And I drew some stuff, and I thought about it for a long time, and it's actually something that I never really gave up, but it was so far away for me as like a 6-year-old that, I started growing up and I had other ideas, So, a little later, we watched a movie. I can't remember what one, but I saw the actor, and I saw everyone in the movie theater and how happy they all were, and they were laughing. It was in like a matinee thing. Everyone was so happy with that entertainment that I thought that was where I wanted to go. I wanted to go and make people smile and, make them feel like there's other people going through the same stuff they did. Have a connection with, That's what actors do. So yeah, I wanted to be an actor for a minute. But then I was told by a particular male person in my world that I had the face for radio. And I mean, that didn't strike anywhere as a negative thing, so don't take it as such. I took that as a real thing. Like, okay, well, radio. I just love radio. I listen to radio all the time. Music is a huge thing in my life. And my mom listened to country and pop. Okay, pop first and then country when she grew up a little bit. My dad listened to rock, and eventually that became old rock, like it has in my day too. So, and the only thing they could agree on was classical, so I had this weird musical background. So I wanted to be in the radio, be a radio talk show host, DJ, coming at you from the Bay. But I never had the confidence, because of not long after I got glasses and I was picked on mercilessly. And I lost a lot of confidence for years. Then in high school, I wanted to be a game designer again. My art teacher, high school art teacher, she said, follow your dreams, and you can do it. You've got tons of talent. You're so good. You're very artistic, and you should follow your dreams and do what you want. And so I worked real hard at trying to improve my drawing and my vision. And I did a lot of pottery and did a lot of 3D art and modeling and sculpting and wireframing, and took a lot of art classes. And then senior year rolled around, and the school I wanted to go to for 1/2 of a year cost twice what my whole family made in that year. for one half of that year. And it was a 4-year school. So we were looking at, what was that, 16 times what we could pay? That wasn't going to happen. I was part of that monthly income. I was part of that yearly income. I was working. I've been working since I was 16. Well, over the table. But I was part of the 30 grand that my family made every year. Like, so, there's just no getting around it. I was just never going to get to college. And I did try for a second. I got sick. One of the only times I really remember getting super sick was right during college, and I was trying to go for digital art. I got the flu for a month and a half, and I was in the hospital for a while. Couldn't move and throw up all the time. It wasn't fun. Yeah. So after high school and my failed attempt at college, I was like, I'll be a game tester. That'll be easy. That's just playing a video game and reporting back to them. Easy sauce. I find bugs in my sleep, because I did sleep through games often and wake up in halfway in a wall, and I'd be like, look at that. They didn't try it like this. Like game designer, then game tester. Then I found out that you could only be a game tester. They only hire game testers from within their companies, which blew me away. Or you had to live within, I think it was 30 miles of one of their head offices. And I live in North Idaho. No game offices up here. And I wasn't going to leave. I had fear. I wasn't going to leave all my friends and my family and everything I knew to run off to be a game tester when I knew I wasn't going to be able to get to be a game tester until after I was like a, I don't know, mail boy or something. And that was just a lot riding on going to California, one of the hardest to live in states when you don't have money. I mean, it's pretty easy now. I'd probably love living in California homeless. But then, when I was a kid, I was 18. I didn't know things. I mean, I thought I knew things, but didn't. So, after that college and I moved out, but during that whole period of time, when I was at places, I enjoyed cooking for people because I was all right at it. So after everything else went down the drain one time, I've been a dishwasher multiple times before, and I was like, that's where I'm going to start as a dishwasher, and I'm going to work my way up. That's what I'm going to do. And I mean, I had other food service jobs at this point. I had worked for Subway already. I had worked for McDonald's. Those are my only real fast food places. I'd also worked for a few cafes and a couple other things. I think I have a work history on one of my other videos. But so I was like, I'll be a cook. That'll be my dream job. Feed people, make people happy through their stomachs. Oh, it'd be awesome. Well, I worked real hard. 6 days a week, sometimes 7, 12, 16-hour days. I got to be a cook. I found out I wanted to be a dishwasher instead. There's less stress. There's so much stress being a cook. If you can't handle the flame, get out the kitchen. And I wanted out. I wanted back to that dish pit. But I was alright. I was adequate. I could handle my own, and I could handle the volume of work that was there. So it was alright. Then I hurt myself. I became slow. And in the kitchen, that is not okay. You can't keep up, and you can't pursue the orders and get on things and get after stuff. Those are common phrases used in the kitchen. You're in the way of somebody else, and I wasn't going to be in the way. So I took care of my godsons while they're parents went off to work at the resort, and I had no real dreams after that. My dreams have been shattered so many times that I don't really got any anymore. I became a clerk. Then I started doing this. And, you know, if I was going to put anything, like if I could get paid to be with my son, that would be my dream job. If I could be so bold, I would rather do this as a job. Yep. I would rather do this for you. Do this for my son. I don't have to be popular. I just have to find people that are like me. I think I'm good. Have faith. Is that you? Anyway. Next question. I think it's time for the next question. If I could go anywhere in the world, where would I go? Go anywhere? Ow. Oh, man. Go anywhere? Everywhere. I would go everywhere. If I could go anywhere, I would go everywhere. But if you want a few examples, Tokyo, England, Germany, Australia, New Zealand, China. I want to see the Silk Road, the Great Wall. Oh man, I just want to see it all. Next, along that same line, if I could live anywhere in the world, where would I live? Live anywhere in the world now? I would want to live close to my son, wherever that was. I would want to be close to my son, if I could. But as it stands, I can't. So I live where I can. What makes me the most money with spending the least amount of money. So that's why I live up here. I'm in employee housing. It's cheapest. There's no way I could live on my own. Out in the world, I don't make enough money. I don't make rent on my own. Out for a big city like Spokane, I don't make what Spokane rents are in a month. I don't make that. So I would be homeless again. And that's something I can't do. I need to stay in work and stay somewhat stable, even if it is on the bedrock, you know? But if I could live anywhere, short answer, be with my son. Next question, please. And now I think this one's one of the most heavy on this list. Is if I could meet and hang out with one famous person for the afternoon, who would I hang out with and what would we do? Well, you didn't specify living or dead, so I've got two answers. If it could be anyone, living or dead, I would spend the afternoon with Robin Williams. I would ask him how he was able to turn all the negativity in his life into the ability to make so many people happy. Like, he may not even know, but I would spend the whole afternoon walking or talking or doing whatever he wanted. And just trying to find how he was able to take dark things and make light of them. I mean, I try. Humor is my go-to for when a bad thing happens. I make a joke about it and people don't like me for it. But, I mean, I don't really have any other outward coping mechanism. When somebody dies in my family, I've cut myself off from emotions for so many years that I don't show them. Like, I might have pain and it might happen like a somewhat normal person, but I don't show it. if it has to be someone living, and this was all my design, I would take aside Jeff Bezos, and we would end hunger and homelessness in the world in one afternoon. And you're like, oh no, you can't do that. That's so outside. I mean, take so many. Well, that's not true. And I mean, it is true. It would take a lot of resources, but for someone that wealthy, I'm dropping the bucket. And if it was put away and put in savings and put in the right kind of hedge funds and all them other kind of things, and I don't know of, because I've been a poor person my whole life. I don't have money. But if it was cultivated correctly, a smaller amount of money could do what I'm saying easily. And it could be set up in funds and in trust organizations. And yeah, I would have Jeff Bezos stop hunger and homelessness if I could do anything with a living person. I don't even care if he gets all the credit. No care in the world. Would not care. So to sum up, Robin Williams or Jeff Bezos, one of the two. Next question. And the last one. Who am I? Who am I? Now I know this came from my uncle. And I mean, that's one of the most abstract questions ever. Like, if you figure that out, if any one person figures that out, I'm pretty sure you reach enlightenment. But for now, my answer is me. I am me. Complicated mess of situations and circumstances and many things. But the easiest answer is I am me. I mean, I hope that works as an answer, but I mean, that's it. That's it. Thank you guys for all the questions. Okay, now that all those are answered, so thank you, me, for participating. I know it's hard for me. I know I'm coming to the end of Resident Evil soon. I don't know when, but and then my thank you will be complete to whoever bought me that game when I finish it. After that, I have a couple of things in the works. Minecraft is going to be a staple on my channel. I'm going to always produce some kind of Minecraft content, but not all the time. I'm going to create a new survival world. I have a mod that'll help me do, I hope will help me do time lapses. So that's what I'm looking forward to on that front. I will also do world updates on my first Let's Play for Minecraft, because I still play on that, and it's still coming along. And 118 made it even cooler. So, everyone can look forward to that. Also, I got a new game, and it's one that's very close to my heart, at least my younger heart. And I'm going to play that and have a whole Let's Play of that. I also have been taking footage of the snow and the after effects of how much snow has been on the ground, and I'm going to produce one of those videos too. Because there's already more snow this year than there was last year that came in the beginning of this year. So yeah, all that. I have a bunch of stuff planned. If this was to be a thing, in my dream jobs, I was talking about maybe it wouldn't presume to think that I could do this as a job. But if it was a job, and I could do this, I would not be doing it for myself. I have a lot of history in a low part of just the world, like, and I have ideas on how to fix all that. I mean, think Mr. Beast and mixed with some Markiplier, some big charity donations and drives and fundraising effects, and a lot of it is going to come from my pocket if I got to that position, because I don't need much. I don't need a lot at all, and providing for my son doesn't take a lot. I need to fix the town, the community. I want to start here at Priest Lake and work out. So yeah, you can support the channel. Anything I do, I mean, I'm just basically going to be blabbering on while I play video games for now. One day I would like to take pictures and go on trips and do stuff, but right now, do what I can. I know it's not super entertaining, but you know, bear with me. A few years, maybe I'll be taking some far off location pictures and doing some cool stuff. But for now, have a good night, guys. Have a good day. Son, listen to your mother. Everybody, good gaming to you.